All right, am I heard? Can you hear me, guys? Shalom. All right, thank you very much. Let us see. We just started our radio for tonight. I hope my voice is coming good. Shalom, shalom. Today I'm drinking my first cup of tea because we have no electricity almost all day. So finally I was able to make some tea, but it took the machine forever to heat because the voltage is still low. Why do you lie about God? Um, like what, Sylvia man? Tell me, like what? Which God you are talking about? Your Krishna or Allah? Which one is your God? My mic is not clear. Guys, is my voice coming good? No, it's okay. Let him express himself, no problem. He can say whatever you want. But when you say to somebody you are lying, you have to prove it. Well, you have to you have to confront me. You cannot just say you lie. You give me a lie, you know. I mean, have you ever heard of a person, like if you go to court and then the judge will say to you, he commit a crime. So then you say, what a crime? What crime? So obviously you don't have anything to say, otherwise you will confront me. So can you confront me and give me the lie? Or you're just a kid, you can say whatever you want. You're a teenage. Are you a Muslim? Yeah, YouTube have better broadcasts for sure. Hey Guardian, how are you? Shalom, shalom everybody. Please invite your friends. Actually, I can hook up a microphone, but I think the phone microphone is fine, right? And there's no noise, so you should be fine. So, Silverman, you want to give me the lies? Or just that's it? Okay, that means you are the one is lying, because you cannot name one. You're afraid to name one lie because I will get you busted, so you prefer not to mention anything. All right, guys, thank you. So we are here for the first minute, 4 minutes. Shalom, salam al-Masih. Al-Masih, Al-Masih. See, in Arabic, in the Hebrew, the Messiah, in Hebrew and Aramaic, they are very close because it's, all is born from the Aramaic language. So Al-Masih, you will notice that there is no names in the Quran have Al before it except the God of Muslims and the Messiah, because Al is a word meaning God. So God, Messiah, Al-Masih. Al-Masih, Al-M-A-S-I-H. Now remember, this is English, in Arabic, we're trying just to pronounce it close to the letters. Because in Arabic, we have the letter you don't have it. So it is Al-Masih, In English, you don't have this letter, so you add H to replace it. Like in Muhammad, you say Muhammad, but there is no, it's not Muhammad, but you don't have so the real name is Muhammad. The same in Greece, like like Greek language, like even the letter J, like when you say Jesus, this is a new letter. Before the name is not exist. If you go to all the old Bibles, you will not find the word Jesus because the letter J is new. All right. What happened to Silverman, the one who accused me of lying? He disappeared. He put his tail between his legs and he go. I saw Saddam Hussein phone in the yeah, those Muslims are really weird. You see, because when Saddam Hussein was killed, the Muslim Sunni in Iraq, their life destroyed. So the Shia took over. So they tried to revive him by fabricating Photoshop to give hope to the Sunni. But that's it. The majority of population in Iraq is Shia. So Sunni now they are living as second-hand citizen. When Saddam Hussein was in charge, the Shia they were living like dogs. Hey, Journey. Uh, Even though Saddam Hussein used to kill them and rape their daughters, the Muslim Sunni, but he at least he gave, the Muslim Sunni they were feared and they are in charge. The Shia they are like always under the ground. All right. Any question? No question. Any Muslim he is upset from me? I don't know why even you will be upset. I'm helping you. Thank you, Koki. Kokni, sorry. What is different between L and L in Arabic? Well, L in Arabic today is used as the. But when it's come to names, especially the ancient names, they are the same as they are before. So L is a word mean God. So if you go to as example, Prophet Daniel, it's until now it's keeping the AL, the old Hebrew, which is word mean God. The new Hebrew, the Al became El. So Israel became Israel. The real name is Israel, not Israel. Mikael became Mikael. Same for Gabriel, was Gabriel. It's a word, mean God. So Al. So when you say Allah, God lah. Makes sense, right? Hey Miko, how are you? But in the language today, the word the AL is used as a definition. So you say the house, the tree. But the origin of it is a word meaning God, literally God. This is why you see in chapter 1 of the Quran, it says Allah, but verse number 2, it says Li lah. Li mean two. La is the real name. So we took the AL because there's no point. Welcome everybody. The Quran says Allah sent Prophet to preach the Quran in his own language. So that means I do not need Arabic. Yeah, no, the Quran says that Allah never sent any messenger unless he is from the people speaking the tongue of the people. So Muhammad cannot be a messenger for all mankind as Muslims they claim because the Quran opposed that. That would be a contradiction. And the verse says clearly, never send any messenger, never. Why? So they might understand. So if the message is not in their language, they will not understand. Good evening, my friend. I'm drinking tea if somebody wants some. Do we have any Abdul here? Anyone? Abdul, they line up to debate people who do not know Arabic, they do not know Islam. You see, when they see somebody don't speak Arabic, they have a hope that they can play with him. Now, even the one who don't know Arabic, if he is well educated, he knew all their tricks, that will not work, Hey, Nada, how are you? The message hold for review. What the message? Abdul, come out of your cave. So YouTube is holding the message because you said BDF. Have you debated Muslims face to face? In fact, all my debates in the beginning, before I go to the internet, it was face to face, The internet is something happened when I got my first computer. And when we got internet. Before, we don't have internet. When I was in the Middle East, there's no internet. The first Muslim I debated, he was a Saudi prince, and he left Islam and he became a Christian. He brought me to his house. He asked me to come. They have a video tape of Ahmad Didat. The video have subtitle in Arabic, and he have a bunch of sheikhs wearing those short jalabiya, doing dawah with long beard. So their purpose of my inviting me, I was very young, and they thought I would be an easy fish, So they played the video for me to see my reaction, like how horrible it is, And then I start asking questions about this tape, how legitimate it is, because the question and the answer don't match. Anyway, to make the story short, there is a station in the Middle East. It's called Monte Carlo. I don't know how many of you heard of it. Anyone of you heard of it? Monte Carlo? Monte Carlo International. So anyway, those Monte Carlo, they broadcast at that time. I don't know how it is now. They broadcast, I think until like maybe 9 p.m. And then they go silence for 30 minutes. And then after that, there's a Christian missionary channel start in Arabic. So anyway, when I start, backward, forward with this prince, I ask him to listen to this station. And at that time my knowledge is very limited still, I'm not today, who I am today. So we listened to the same program, me and him in his house, me in my place. And then we discussed what we heard, and he asked me questions about what they said. So those people, they helped me a lot actually, those radio station, because they were very good actually in explaining the Bible. And they cleared many things out for him he heard, which is false about Christianity. So it took about maybe 6 months for this Saudi to become a Christian. So this is my first experience ever with debating Muslims. It was a bunch of sheikhs. They invited me, and he was a prince. His family, they are ruling many areas in Saudi Arabia. They invited me to watch. They did not actually tell me this. We watched a video. They said, "Come, what are you doing?" So it's okay, I'm coming. It was strange because I'm too young for them to be joining them. So I came. I parked my car, and they were sitting, and I saw those sheikhs I never saw before. And then it says, "We have a video you'd like to watch with us." So sure. And it was Didat. This is the first time actually I saw Didat ever. Yeah. All right. Should Israel invade to take Iraq if Abraham was there? You see, invading, the word is easy, but then the action is different, because it's just not enough to take. I mean, this is their land. I have to agree with you. I mean, their father is from there, but the original people of the land is the Assyrian and the Chaldean. The Bible confirmed that. Like Abraham, he is from Chaldean nation, right? From the city of Ur. So they cannot claim the land for them only just because they are from there. I mean, their father, because it's still the Chaldean. So they can share, the inheritance with the Chaldean and Assyrian. But this is not the land of the Arab for sure. You guys worship Jesus. Yeah, we worship Jesus. What the problem? What do you worship? Mr. Khan, what do you worship? Who is your Khan? Give me his name. What do you worship? Do you like to tell us? Not. Are you going to play dead now? Who's first Catholic or, both are exist. And it's not important if they are Catholic or Protestant. It's not an issue. Even if they are not Christian, so what? Chaldean are Chaldean, Assyrian are Assyrian. Uh, if they are Christian or not, this is their land. Like, does it change the fact that this is their land? Are you there, Khan? What happened? Hey, Crusade, how are you? He's playing dead now. You ask him what his God is, he don't know. He will not answer. He go in the nap mood. What do you think about when Muslims say Muhammad praised the conqueror of the Constantinople beforehand? Or what do you mean? You mean he prophesied, you mean? Well, Muhammad, he prophesied that the ones who they are in front of him, the Arab, they will conquer the Constantinople, but they never did. And this is why he went with them all the way to Tabuk, and he could not do it, so he came back. And Muhammad, he told them that the enemy of Islam is the Turkish. So Muhammad is a false prophet again. He never thought that Turkish is the one who would do it. All right? Yeah. Muhammad, he said, "Utruku Turk ma tarakukum." Leave the Turkish alone as long they leave you alone. Because Muhammad, he told the Muslims that Gog and Magog are the Mongol. And the Turk, in Muhammad understanding, is one of the tribes of the Mongol. And they are Gog and Magog. If you go to Ibn Kathir or any other tafsir, you will see that the reason the Turkish are not behind the wall of Gog and Magog, which built by the Zulqarnain, because they were going in a hunt when he built the wall, so they are out of the wall. In the Bible, Gog and Magog are not two nations. There's a king, his name is, it's a name of a king and name of a land. It's not a nation, and What is your opinion about Abdul bombing the mayor of New York? I did not hear about. Is that something new? Is that something happened today? Because we have no electricity here. I wasn't able to. I was trying to save my battery all day because I don't know when we get electricity again. Muhammad, he was prophesying that him and the Arab in front of him, they will conquer Constantinople, not the Turkish. That's why he was speaking about in the future, from the sign of the day of judgment, you will fight the Turk. All right? So Muhammad, when he said you will conquer it, he was trying to encourage the Muslims, Arab Muslims in front of him to go to war, and they went to war with the Roman and they lost. They did not make it. He went to Tabuk and he came back. This is when he said, attack the Roman and get the blondie girls. Do you think Mamadani will be a good mayor of New York? My friend, those states, they will never have a good mayor because they are woke. And woke always is stupid. I mean, is the one before him was better? Nothing new. Hippie, stupid people. They will get what they deserve. I'm not worried about it. They deserve what will happen to them. They are just a bunch of fools. He just told them, I will give you free buses. And then soon he will say to them, no, 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 it's not for everybody, only for people who have no income. Because he cannot afford it. You will see. It's logical to worship one and eternal God who has no human forms and he is beyond all physical dimension. Well, I don't know. You are stupid, Khan, because your God, Allah, have 5 fingers in every hand. He have 2 hands, both of them in the right side. He have a butt. He have a foot. He have a nose. He have an eyes. He have a tongue. He have a mouth. And he have a penis. And then you say to me, beyond all physical dimension, you are stupid. You do not know your God, that he is, not only that he is not even a spirit. He have no spirit. Your God is an idol. So even if we use your own logic, you will see how you just destroyed your religion. Because your logic, it doesn't make sense that for God, who is eternal God, to have a human face. But Allah have a human face. Allah have 5 fingers in every hand. And now he will say to me, no, he don't. See how stupid the Muslims? So those donkeys do not know what their God is. Your God have a foot. Your God he run. Your God he sit. Your God he jump. I can show the reference. You're a potato. Same time, when you say it doesn't make sense, I mean, when you stupid Muslim talk about logic, does it make sense that God will give you endless penis? Mr. Logic? How you can have sex with it? How you will be 90 mile long, tall, and then you are 90 centimeter wide? Are you going to be a macaroni? A Muslim talking about what makes sense and logic? Does it make sense that your penis will have sex and your orgasm is 70 years? And then the women you are going to have sex with them, they are see-through? I love it when a Muslim talk about make sense. Does it make sense that Suleiman, he have a flying horse and he have a flying carpet and his flying carpet can carry all his kingdom? Are you there, potato, Mr. Macaroni? Abdul talking about what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. Potatoes. Have you ever heard of a God, he sit on a chicken? I mean, he could not even find a horse, a donkey, elephant, like the Hindus. Chicken, it's a rooster actually. What do you know about your God? Obviously, you're Muslim, you have an imaginary God. Your God is a physical being. He have no soul, he have no spirit, which means he's an idol. Yeah, Khan now is going around himself. And look what he answered. Look, after all what I said to him, what he said? Pagan doctrine Christianity. Okay, who is the one who kisses stones? And the stone was a vagina all the time. Who is the pagan? Do Christians put their head inside a vagina and lick it? Huh? Vagina kisser? Who is the pagan? Can you tell me? Can you tell the audience what is the Safa and Al-Marwa? You pagan potato? Is it your prophet, he says, whoever touched the black stone and the Yemeni corner, it erased their sin? Have you ever heard of religion believing that stones erase their sin? Islam, pagan. You're a potato, big mouth. But anyway, you know what? I'm convinced with you. Your God is a very great God. Can I have your daughter for muta for one night? I just said I became religious now. I became Muslim religious. I will say shahada. You convince me what I can do. Can we do muta? Do you have any of your family, like girls, you know, how much they charge a night? I mean, you are a Muslim. It makes sense that your sister should open her legs for me for $10. By the way, how much they charge these days? Tell me, Mr. Logic. Is it logical that this God, he told Muhammad, just because his wife been exposed her butt when she was doing poo to wear burqa, but yet you can breastfeeding for adult for men who they are stranger, and your women, your daughter can rent her vagina? Is that the decency? Makes sense, right? Logical. It's logical. And look, he jumped over everything. I told him Allah have 5 fingers. Did he say I'm lying? No. Did he dare? You don't dare. So they come and they throw the same sentence, they copy paste. Those what they say to every Christian, but those Christians do not know who's Allah. Too late, my friend. Christians now, there's many they knew about Islam. I spent many years educating them. A Christian kid, he can make you a shish kebab. I remember many years ago, there was a Muslim, like this guy, he said, he posted a comment under one of my videos, but not in my channel. You worship a human, and then I saw a comment, it says your God is a leg. At that time, it was like, not too many yet knows about it. I was teaching it, you know. I click, it was a kid, he's not even 10 years old. Your God is a leg. Do you know? Legs worshipper. Even in the day of judgment, Allah will do striptease and he will show you his leg. Ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT, why Allah will show his leg? The answer is very normal. Allah is so sexy, and you know it. Are you there, Khan? Talking about what makes sense? Everything in Islam makes sense. It makes sense that when Muhammad he do poo, the earth opened her mouth and swallow his shit. No shit. That must be a true story. I tried it, by the way. Stay there until now. You can smell it. But the shit of Muhammad, the earth cannot wait. Like, you know. Imagine you have a cartoon, like you have an, you know, like maybe you can make an AI. A person, the poop is coming from his butt, and the earth is opening her mouth because she cannot wait to swallow his shit. Aisha, she came to Muhammad and said, Prophet of Allah, how come I cannot see your shit nowhere? He said to her, Oh Aisha, don't you know that the earth eat the shit of the Prophet? That is a shitty news. Are you there, Khan? And you are talking about logic? And then you Muslim, you drink his urine? Who is the one who worship a human? You worship his piss. Drinking his urine? Potato. Bring me your shake so we can have some potato chicken, you know. Make you shish kebab, all of you together. And guys, look how he answered. All the things I said to him, he says, Quran uses poetic language. That's false. Quran is not poetic, you idiot. And this is a very bad language. Secondly, you are saying about metaphorical. Go check out. Ask, do Allah have a hand? The answer, yes. Is it real? Yes. What metaphorical, you idiot? Potato. Your prophet, he said that? Show me your prophet saying it's metaphorical. Potato. Chapter 42, verse number 11. There is nothing like Allah. This is a verse been taken from the Old Testament. Nothing like God. But hold on. Your God cannot match that word. Why? Because your God cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend. Well, I am like him then. I cannot have a son unless I have a girlfriend. So when you say nothing like Allah, it's a joke. Your God Allah, he forget. I forget too. Your God Allah, he says something in the morning, he changed his mind after, a few hours. That my grandfather, he have a dementia. He's old. Your God is the most stupid, wicked God. So what do you mean, nothing like Allah? Like what? Because he sit in a rooster and I don't? Well, he's so small then. Nothing like Allah. The chapter of Al-Ikhlas, you read it, it says Allah is a Samad. Go check in Ibn Kathir. A Samad is a name of one of the idols. There's two idols around the Kaaba. One, his name is Samad, and the other one, his name is Samud. We smashed you. Nothing like Allah. In fact, the word Akbar is a name of an idol. His name is Akbar too. Right? Samad, Akbar, and Allah is many gods around the Kaaba. Muhammad is doing Tawheed. What does that mean? Uniting those gods together. The word Tawheed does not mean monotheism. The word Tawheed means unification. If your God is one, you don't use the word Tawheed, because you do not unify what is one already. So even you Muslim, when you choose the words to define your religion, you use the wrong word, Tawheed. And until now, I'm waiting for you to answer me about the metaphorical. You said metaphorical. Are you sure? So when Allah, he say he created a pen, is that metaphorical? Is Muhammad a metaphorical person or a real person? Huh? I know what is what a logic. What a logic. Have you ever heard of a God? He wanted to create himself, so he make the horse run, and then he collect the sweat of the horse, and he created himself from the sweat of the horse, which means the piss. I can show you the hadith. You are talking about logic? Your God is created from the sweat of donkeys. This is your books. The hadith says when Allah wanted to create himself, he made the horses run, and he collected their sweat, and he created himself from the sweats of the horses. Am I lying? Say yes. Potato. Very much potato. Metaphorical, huh? There is a Quran says beat your wife metaphorically. How you do that? Go ahead. When the Quran says the women you will F in heaven, they did not lose their human skin between their legs and their vagina. Is that metaphorical? It turned to be everything in Islam is metaphorical. By the way, if you hear me saying something like I want to poop on you, that metaphorically, okay? Exactly, the pen is not earthly pen. Who cares if it's an earthly pen or made in Alaska, you idiot? It's a pen. Who cares if it's an earthly chair or is hanged on the sky? Guys, look at this. You see the stupid answer? Christian Prince, exactly, the pen is not an earthly pen. Who cares? It's a pen. This is why Allah called it a pen and told the pen to write. And to write what? To write whatever will happen. But he did not tell him what will happen, which means the pen, he knew everything. So your God is a pen. And why Allah wanna write everything in a tablet? You have a short memory? I write, if you give me your phone number, I write it down because I will forget. Is that correct, guys? God, he wrote to Moses, not to God. God, he wrote to Moses the commandment, not to God. God do not need to write for himself. Why your God is writing in the tablet everything? And especially this tablet nobody can see and nobody can read. And by the way, as long Allah he wrote everything, he wrote the Quran in the tablet. So can we find in the tablet the breastfeed for adult verses? Do you think it's still there? I want to read it. Because this is one of the most beautiful verses in the Quran. The goat ate it. Man, your God is so fun. Breastfeeding for adult. Don't use those words, my friend. Yeshua Akbar, this is not right. I don't know you heard it from who, but whoever said that to you is not smart. When you Akbar is a name of an idol, it's not a good word. All right? Don't say that. Don't say that. Akbar is a name of an idol. It's not a good word. Is Yeshua is an idol for you? This is not the verses. This is hadith about the horses. No, only ignorant, they will explain to you that the word Akbar means great. Only ignorant people who do not know. Akbar is a name of an idol and mean bigger. Mean bigger, not a greater. Right? Don't use bad language, guardian. If you like to use a bad language, please don't come here. You know, we are not, when we see penis here, for the sake of education, the Quran says that, the Muhammad says that. But don't use the F word. Christianity is very weak. If Christianity is very weak, so why the Muslims are so scared from a page of the Bible? You see who is weak? Is the one who is terrified that somebody preached the gospel in his town. Islam is, in fact, if you go to the top of my page, what you will see, guys, what you will see? You will see Muhammad saying that Islam start as a strange and will become back as a strange. And will crawl back, will creep back to its hole like a snake going back to its hole. This is your prophet said. Islam would die. Do you see it? In the top of my page, look at my page. This is what your prophet prophesied. Who is the weak? What is the benefit of women in heaven according to Quran? 6. What heaven? Because in heaven there's no cooking, no, you know, the food is ready. How it's ready, nobody knows. But women, they will just open their legs. Excuse my language. And each time you sleep with them, Allah will put His finger there, make them virgin again. And the orgasm of every Muslim will be 70 years. So the orgasm alone is 70 years. So if you have 72 women at least, and then you have each woman, she have 72 maid, and every maid she have 72 maid, you will end with hundreds and thousands. But that's so 72. So if you have 72 or 70, and then your orgasm alone is 70 years, then that means you will have to come back to the same woman to have sex with her is going to take 4,500 years. And what make it more funny that all those women, they have the same face, the same voice, the same age, the same look. So what the point of having 72? At least the lowest number 72. Imagine you go to a dating website, all the women there, they have the same profile, same picture, same age, same name, and they sing the same song and they have the same voice. So are you really replacing them? Are you having 72 of them, or it's the same? It's just a stupid cult. And not only that, all the Muslims in the heaven, they will look the same. All Muslims, they will look in the heaven the same. They look like Joseph, not like Muhammad. All of them, they will be the same age, the same face, the same voice, and the same look and the same clothes. And then this Abdul, he talk about make sense and logic. And all of them, they will be wearing green, as if you are in a surgery room. And to make it more horrible, your women, all the women in heaven, they will sing for you the same song every day, for eternity. They have one song, as Muhammad said. Can Allah have a son? No, he cannot, because simply he does not exist. Secondly, he doesn't have a penis, according to Muslims. Ask Khan, ask him. Hey Khan, do Allah have a penis? Khan, do Allah have a penis? The answer is no. And then you see the Quran, Allah keeps talking about himself, he called himself he. So even his gender is fake. I mean, why you call yourself he if you are not even a male? Wait for Khan to answer that. Hey Khan, why Allah called himself he? Is that metaphorical he? Say metaphorical. So even his gender will become metaphorical now. Why you don't call himself she? Metaphorical she. Why he? The verse says, how can he, the originator of the heaven and the earth, how can he have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? If he don't have a girlfriend. Stupid cult. No, he's not a transgender. No, he is not male, not female, they say to you. But he have a body. But then all the Quran keep calling himself he. I know, Khan, he have metaphorical penis, obviously. 3 daughters, not only one. Now there is a confusion about the third one, if it's his wife or his daughter. You know, it's possible, we don't know. There's many stories. Any Abdul? They will surrender. Where I can buy your books? You can get them from Amazon. Amazon. Any Abdul wanna convert me to Islam? I like to convert to Islam, you know. Yeah. I want to have 4 wives, each one of them her butt in the size of a screen, TV screen. Metaphorical wives. Why music is haram? Music, chess. I mean, the Muslim, they live for their penis and their belly only. Art is haram. Music is haram. Chess is haram. Drawing is haram. Dancing is haram. Even farming is haram. Do you know that? Muhammad, he says he saw a farming tool in a house. He said, no house, such a thing, enter it, Allah will bring humility to it. So what is left? If you go and see the Muslim, what they do in the Eid, what they do in the Eid? Allah, blah, 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 a big dish in front of him. Allah, blah, blah, blah. And then he finish eating, he sleep like a mule, And then if his wife forced him to have sex because he could not do it as usual, then he would have sex. That's it. This is their Eid. All right, Mike. May I ask you, please, to try to mention chapter and verses a bit more often? My friend, always when I show, I even show them in the screen. However, if there is something because people did editing, not because of me, always I mention, I show it on screen. You can always freeze what you see in the screen. And today, the internet allow you to search for those text. You can highlight them, search them, you will find right away. All right? It's too easy. Just to take a screenshot for whatever you see in my video, and then search for the text. You can highlight the text exactly as it is, and Google will find it for you in 2 seconds. Islam is a cartoon? No, no, no. Please, show respect. What cartoon? What cartoon? Are you kidding me? Those are true stories. Like, listen. When Suleiman, he was riding the flying carpet, which was in the size of 2,500 miles long. Are you saying to me this is not a true story? There's many historians, they saw a flying carpet. The length of it is from Jerusalem all the way to Tehran, and even farther, to Moscow. How many miles from Jerusalem to Moscow, guys? Can somebody check for me? Seriously, can somebody check for me? Imagine 2,500 mile long flying carpet. All his kingdom go in the top of it. 931. Well, in order to explain 931, and you have to explain all of them, like 28, 29, 30, and 31. Anyway, all of them is speaking about what? The Muslim, when they forbid, when Muhammad, he come to take over Mecca, and he said he is going to force everybody to convert to Islam. So he said to them, nobody can enter Mecca no more unless he is a Muslim. Then the Muslim, they complain. They said to him, how we can make living? This is why it says, if you fear poverty in verse number 28, then Allah will enrich you. How? Attack the Christian and the Jews until they pay the jizya. So it was a solution, attacking the Christian, because the Muslim, they have no business. They forced them, they forced those who do business. The Jews run away. They killed most of the Jews. So, some of them, they run away. And now who is going to do business? Those Bedouin? So, okay, attack the neighbors. The distance between Jerusalem and 3,700 kilometers, how much in mile? Because in the hadith it's mentioned, what is equal to 2,500 miles. How much in miles? How much miles will be? I think you'll reach there, right? From maybe from Jerusalem all the way to Moscow. Imagine a flying carpet, and Abdul, he speak about what makes sense. Why even you need to fly with such a thing? I mean, the beginning of it is just a step on the flying carpet and exit from the other side. You don't need to fly. You will exit in Moscow. I should not mention Moscow in Ukraine. They will arrest me now. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. Musk, he called Christians toothless. Well, he's describing the Christian in the West, but this is not the case for most of the Christians, my friend. things will change. And this is can be accurate and false at the same time, because the most dangerous truth is not the one who is a dog and he bite, is the one who is using the word and changing the word. So which one is better? Is the one who go and kill people to make them change their mind, or the one who can convince them and convert them and make them change their mind? So he's wrong. But I can say Christians, they are toothless if they are not using their tongue no more and confronting the false and wrong teaching. But this is not our case. Would you share knowledge of the 666? There is many theory about the 666, and I would prefer not to get involved in it, because there's, as I said, many. However, I believe that many things in the book of Revelation, as an example, is about things will happen in the future, but we will not understand them until they happen. So now you try your best to try to understand what it is. So somebody might say to you, oh, I can show you in Arabic, in font, etc. This is Allah, and this is the Hilal, and etc. It's possible. It can be something else. So I prefer anything in the book of Revelation not to be explained until things happen, which means things perfectly fit with it, not trying to bend the text to make it fit with it. So I can say to you, nobody really can explain the 666 until those things happen, including me. All right? Because I can bend text to make it fit with something but that will make me the same as the Muslims, trying to make something happening today. I mean, if you go back, you will see Obama is the Antichrist, is 666. Bill Clinton, Trump. I mean, every few days they come here with new. So we don't want to do what those people do, because this is a holy book. It's a book of God. It's not a joke to make a mockery of it. God will reveal what He is saying to you when it's time. All right? You can bend text? Yes, you can bend the text. As an example, the Muslims, they say that the Quran speak about money from paper. Where it says that? He says waraq. But that is, waraq mean gold, you idiot. This is not. Today the word waraq mean papers, but in the time of Muhammad mean gold. So the Muslim, they try to bend text meaning to make it fit with something different. That's what bend mean. You are an idiot. So the Quran say the sun set in murky boiling spring. The Muslim, they try to bend the text, make it appear to him. But the Quran is clear, saying it's set, he found it sitting. So the Muslim, they try to bend their text to make it something else. It's like you have a small hole and you're trying to push something bigger inside it. So what do? You try to shrink the edges, push it inside. Let's see. I'm trying to read the text to see which one. All right. So the one who says bending the text, you're an idiot. My friend, you are just a kid. All right. Actually, I'm looking at the chat. I see many people. They have already good knowledge. I'm glad to see Christians. One long time I start teaching about this garbage. Christians, they have no idea what Islam is about. But now, praise the Lord. Many of you, you have a lot of knowledge about the garbage of Muhammad. Every video of mine, and there's now more other people. They are, trying to promote the teaching. But always, those who don't speak Arabic, they will be limited because it doesn't matter how much you know. You have to learn from those who speak Arabic. All Muslim translation for anything is not truthful. This is number one. Number two, Islam is not translated yet because the books is translated. It's not even one of a million of what Islam teach. But I'm glad that you guys are posting things, and you will notice that the Muslims cannot refute any one of you. You do not need a Christian prince to defeat Islam. You might need me for a heavy-duty liar, But I believe strongly that any one of you can defeat any sheikh. You receive a lot of info and a lot of knowledge, and nobody can deceive you. All right. Do we have any Muhammadan? He opposed what we say? Somebody asked me to talk about Hezbollah. Look like Israel is going to attack Hezbollah very soon. Actually, 2 days ago, Israel made a big attack on Hezbollah. And obviously those Hezbollah who claim to be heroes, Mujahideen, they are hiding like rats. They don't even dare to respond. They don't dare even to say, So Hezbollah, in their TV stations, they keep saying we are preparing to attack again. They're stupid, and we know that they cannot prepare for anything. So the Israelis said, okay, you're preparing again, you did not learn, here we go, we are coming to you. So now they gave the Lebanese government, I think, a few days to disarm Hezbollah, or the Israeli would take action. So we will see. We will see. Jesus never called himself God, but Son of Man, 8080X. Very vigilant, you are an idiot. Because if you know how to read, you will see that Jesus, he said many times, I'm God. What God says to Moses when Moses asked him, who are you? Anybody can tell me? When Moses asked God, who are you? What he said to him? Yeah, I am is in the English translation, but in the Hebrew, it's more than I am. It's like actually I am is not a good translation. It is I am He, I am the one, I am the Creator, I am the one is exists by Himself. It's not just I am. So I am present everything. I am everything. And how many times Jesus says the same words he said, God the Father, he said to Moses? How many times? So a stupid Abdul, he come to you and says, Jesus never said, I'm God. Well, this is what God said to Moses. Exactly the same sentence. He said, he did not say to him, I'm God. Moses says to him, who are you? What I will tell my people. Correct, guys? He didn't say, when he say I am, he said, I'm the living God, I am the creator, I am the one who is everything. How many times, God, he says he's the Alpha and the Omega. What Jesus says, I am the Alpha and the Omega. So you're Abdul, stupid, you don't know what you are talking about. And when Jesus, he mentioned that he is a son of God, right? You look how hypocrite you are. You said son of man, but you Muslims believe that Jesus is son of no man. So is Jesus saying he is son of man? if he is not the Son of Man? So when he speaks about the Son of Man, he is talking about himself as a man in the flesh, the God who's in the flesh. But we know that Jesus, he mentioned many times that he is a son of God, and my Father, Father, glorify me, so I may glorify you. And then Jesus continues saying, I was with you before the world was. The Son of Man, he was with God before the world was. Abdul. If you go to John chapter 8 and read the Aramaic translation, you will see how many times Jesus says, I am the living God. Exactly as God says to Moses. And not only that, when Jesus says, I am the life, can Muhammad say, I am the life? Answer me, Abdul. Is he the life? One of the names of Allah is taken from Jesus. Al-Hayy, Al-Muhyi, that is Jesus. Jesus says, I am the truth. One of the names of Allah, which Muhammad stole from the names of Jesus, he called Allah the truth. Can you call Muhammad the truth? No. Can you call me the truth? No. Who is the truth? God. So did Jesus say, I am the truth? Yes. Did he say, I'm the life? Which means all life is from me. I'm the source of life. Did he say, I'm the way? Did he say, I'm the resurrection? And then they say to you, those coward potato, son of Mutaz, where Jesus says, I am God. We laugh at you, Abdul. Go. Go check out your God who wanted to fix his prophet penis, so he sent him a dish of shish kebab. You mean, Jesus, he made the blind see, not by shish kebab. Your God could not even fix Muhammad penis. Each time Muhammad want to have sex, according to your books, he invoke Allah. Allah sent Jibreel with dish of shish kebab. Muhammad, he go to the kitchen, he eat, and then he go to his wife, he says, I'm ready now. Which means your prophet, his God could not fix his penis forever. Each time he want to have sex, he need to get a dish of shish kebab. That's God? Isn't it the Quran says if Allah wants something, he said to it be and it's going to be? So why he sending a dish of shish kebab? Go watch the video of your sheikh saying when Jesus moved his hand, Mufti Mink, he was saying, when Jesus moved his hands, thousands of people get healed. He moved his hand. They are in front of him far away. He's not even touching them. When your prophet, he moved his hand, what happened? He dry his hand on the wall after he do shit. And look now, they are quiet. No, Jesus is not descendant from Adam. That is a false explanation. When the Bible describes the lineage of Jesus, that is by birth. But Jesus is a son of no man, because Jesus said to you, when he spoke to the Jews, he said to them, what say you about Christ? Who is Christ? They said to him, he is a son of David. Then Jesus said to them, well, if he is a son of David, then how David called him God, worshiping him in his spirit. Jesus have nothing to do with Adam, and he is not the son of David, literally. He is a son of David by birth, but he is not. He is the Lord of David. Before Abraham I am, Jesus said. Which means before Adam, Jesus says, I was with you, Father, before the world was? So when you say he's descendant from Adam, that is a not accurate translation. I mean, interpretation. Am I guys hurt, or are you lost me? Because the text for me froze. I don't know if it's still working. Did I lose connection? I don't know what happened. I see no text. Maybe I lost you, I don't know. What happened? Let us see the connection. I don't know. I think my connection froze. Yeah. Well, then I will finish my life. I don't know, because text is not, I don't see text. All right, guys. I think it's froze. I don't know. So I'm going to finish here. I hope we have a good time. You can leave your comment if you can still hear me. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not, but I will finish here. Leave your comment, and I hope we have a good time sharing some good info together. And we will see you again soon. God is good. So is Jesus. I mean to that. See ya.